tell me your family is neurodivergent without telling me your family is neurodivergent. Every single person in this house is quiet and relaxing. We are peopled out, and church was exhausting today. So if you saw part one, I read the social story with my kid, right? We talked about going to church and we talked about what was happening after church because our youth pastors were having an open meeting with the parents of the middle schoolers at the church to figure out like where everybody was, how the kids are doing, how the parents are feeling, things we should discuss with the middle schoolers and things we should leave out as far as like Bible study goes, things like that. Plan was to have me, my husband, my middle schooler off doing her thing with the other middle schoolers, and Kai sitting with us in the youth room to have this meeting, and that did not happen. Kai is very rigid, so anytime we change something to his rigid patterns, we're more than likely going to get a tantrum that will soon become a meltdown. My husband is such a trooper. I had no idea that he was fighting with my son the entire time I was in the meeting. It was about an hour. He stayed in the car with the AC so the kids had, a nice, cool, quiet place to sit. They were eating lunch. We all got our lunch like we promised. But I went in the room to have the meeting and I was texting him all the updates. But I did not know that my son was having a full blown fit in the van. When I came back to the van, he was eyes bloodshot red from all the screaming. He was so frustrated that he just started spitting out any words that he could think of. What are some words we can think of? He said, "I don't like you anymore, mommy." Daddy Crumble. Daddy Crumble. Daddy Crumble from the Gruffalo. So he's just alt language processing at this point. He also told me about the baby in my tummy. He said, "Where's the baby in the tummy?" I'm not sure what that gestalt phrase is about. I did have a miscarriage twice last year. The last one the kids actually knew about because I almost carried through the full first trimester and I lost it at 10 weeks. So he often brings up when he's sad, "Mommy, where's the baby in the tummy?" He kept saying that he wanted to go to Barnes and Noble, but we told him that he wasn't going to go to Barnes and Noble till Friday, and it's on the calendar. But he's really like focused on this right now because yesterday when we took him to the store, remember if you're following the stories, we went to Target and Walmart yesterday to find 10 apples up on top, and we couldn't find it. I ended up ordering it on Amazon. I told him this. He still wants to go to Barnes and Noble. He's just stuck in his process, which will go on Friday because we're going to be in the area anyway that the store is at. So I'll take him there, but not today, especially not after the attitude that he has. Like, yes, you guys, he has his tantrums and he has his meltdowns, but he still has consequences. Like, he knows very well, like, you cannot be hitting people and acting the way you're acting and then be rewarded and taken to Barnes and Noble. It does not work that way. So he's calm now, but I think church can be demanding for him in a sense of like, he'll sit there. He's great. He won't make a noise, right, babe? Won't make a noise. He'll sit there, let us listen to our sermon. Sometimes he'll entertain himself with books and he'll play with his toys or he'll write on his whiteboard. Today he chose to just lean on me. He did wake up at 6 a.m., so he could be just really tired. I even I talked to him later about like the hello story, which we talked about earlier this week about saying hi to people, right? I even made him this sign. I said, you can show this to people so that, if you don't want to say hi, you can just show them the sign. Didn't like that. So that was kind of demanding. He didn't like that. A lot of things. So today's social story kind of backfired on us, and it happens. It's just one of those things. We go to church, we get lunch, we go home. We go to church, we get lunch, we go home. I'm trying to stretch the family into, like, now that we're going to church closer to home, I'm trying to stretch us out to stay a little bit longer each time that we go to church. But this rigidity that we've had for the past 4 years, 4 or 5 years of going to church, that has been the routine because we would go all the way 40 minutes away to church. Now we're only 20 minutes away from the new church we go to, but we were going 40 minutes away. And so it was always, church, um, go to your special needs classroom, get out of church, go get lunch, and go home. So we're kind of breaking up this routine that we've established for the past 4 or 5 years. And it super backfired today. Kind of expected that to happen. So yeah, that's how it went today. And that's the update. See you later.